Growing up, I've always been a skinny guy. Ever since I can remember, I've just been skinny. I've just been a skinny guy. It's always been a struggle for me to actually gain weight. And this was the case all through elementary, junior high, even high school. Up until I got into uni, first year of university, that's when things took a turn. And I was introduced to the gym. It was like crack.
Oh my God! Wow!
It was like crack, bro. I was just obsessed, completely obsessed by it. It kind of consumed me. The one thing that I was always looking forward to, thing that would keep me going through the week, through the day, whatever. Going to the gym, it really changed my life, really. In terms of self-improvement, up until that point, it was non-existent in terms of like physically. My self-improvement kind of like took a total turn in terms of improving daily, seeing progression. It's been crazy. It's led me to the point where I am today, where I'm able to give my knowledge of what I've experienced, what I've gone through. Personally, if I could go back in time, give myself some tips and pointers, especially big mistakes to avoid in your gym journey, these are the 4 mistakes I would tell myself. Mistake number 1. And probably the biggest mistake that most skinny guys make when they're trying to start their gym journey. You do not track your training or your calories. Honestly, you're like a deer in headlights, because at the beginning, you're so infatuated with the gains that you get. Like, everybody gets gains when they start going to the gym consistently. Your body will change, you'll get used to the movement, you will see progression, you'll see muscle building. But there's a point you get to where that starts to slow down. And you have to actually figure out your goals and figure out how to get it. This is where tracking your calories and tracking your lifts matter. For me, I'm a skinny guy. I'm trying to gain muscle mass. And the only way to do that, or to know that you're doing that, is to track your calories and track your training. If you're not moving more weight, heavier weight, or moving more reps, there's something going on there. There's some sort of a malfunction. You understand what I'm saying? For tracking your training, you have to be clear that you're progressively overloading. That is the bottom line. If you want to see gains, you have to progressively overload. I was not doing that whatsoever. I went to the gym moving the same weight that I was moving last week, no tracking, no nothing. The other flip side is not tracking my calories. That's one thing I did not do. I did not count nothing. That's literally half of the battle. If you're able to consistently go to the gym and you're not tracking what you're eating, you're not really gonna make as much gains as you really want to. And that's just the bottom line. Mistake number 2, not targeting my weaknesses. Most gym guys know. You see some gains in your upper body and you're like, damn. You start to feel it, you start to like it. But then you start to neglect things that actually give you a more complete look aesthetically, and you start to forget your legs. For me, that was a problem. I would go to the gym 5 times a week, and at least 4 out of those 5 days, I'm hitting my upper body, which is crazy. My legs suffered, bro. My legs suffered heavily. It took a long time for me to actually kind of get more of a balanced look. I had twig legs for a while, but now they're catching up to me. You know, they're catching up to my upper body at least. Focus on your weaknesses. Whether you have small arms, whether you have small shoulders or small legs like I did, you have to start to look at your weaknesses. That's what you really want to work on more than any other part of your body, really. So you have that more complete look. If you're an art piece, you want to look complete. You look incomplete if you build like a Dorito. You understand what I'm saying? Really focusing and prioritizing your training to work on your weaknesses or to compensate for your weaknesses. Mistake number 3 to avoid is overtraining. Now, I know this is a bit controversial where people actually like overtraining, but for me, what I learned is that if you overtrain a lot, it will hinder your growth. And that's just the bottom line. If you don't give your body enough time to recoup, you're just not gonna grow. That's really it. Overtraining for me was actually a very big part of like understanding or my gym growth, my maturation, because I would overtrain. I would train a lot and I would hit the same body part 3 times a week, and that's like overstimulation. If you're actually trying to get bigger, that's doing the opposite. And overtraining did that for me. I would hit the muscle. I would like, if it was an arm day, I would destroy my arms, and that is not good. And the entire point of building muscle is to give your muscles time to recoup, to rebuild. You want to tear the muscle down and let it heal, and that's what's going to make it bigger and stronger. This is kind of a segue into my 4th mistake: avoiding deloading. I used to not want to rest at all. I don't know what was wrong with me. I would avoid deloading, and practically what deloading is taking like a week or almost 2 weeks to just chill and not gym. Got to a point where the gym was so much of a routine for me that if I didn't go, I felt I was lacking in other areas of my day. Doing deloading phases is actually good for you. You need to have that rest. You need to have that rest. Your body needs that rest. And what I found out when I started actually taking deload phases after, and I was stronger and I was fuller. I was like, my body will be well rested. That was something I needed to do more of. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the 4 mistakes I would avoid. Goodness. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and tranquility.